Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they heave it deep downfield. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage cost his team early in this game with an interception.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Well, the last meeting, one of those moments that LSU fans will never forget. The Tigers pulling out a nail-biter over the top.
Yeah, I think last time they met, LSU might have surprised Alabama. Alabama was embarrassed to lose that football game. They've had a chance to be able to get their team ready and get them more focused this time around.
And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. Offense coming back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll hand it off. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Handoff running right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. That'll pick up the 1st down. He's brought down to the 21. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking for some space. It's Miller. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
It leads to 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down. We're going to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He makes the grab. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hands off to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now the running back's got it again. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quick throw to the left. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. An empty backfield on 2nd and short. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team to field position. Running it back, it's Anderson. He's a dangerous returner. Tried a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off and start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. They tackle him at the 9. That's a good cover. Left the ball in the end zone. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. He moves the ball out to the 15. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand it off for a draw. Breaking tackles. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And they pick up the first on the ground. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Going to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Bringing pressure. He's in the clear. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Prentice.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, this is how you keep a drive alive. You know, it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet the next day. But when you look at this quarterback, you want to get caught up in his passing numbers. These are the plays that I love. He picks up the 1st down and keeps this drive alive.
He'll try a pass here. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 21, Alabama 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. How's the spin move? And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's that defense shifting again. They'll run it to the left. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Second down coming up.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Oh, here comes the reverse. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
At the 7-yard line.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And they'll take this from the end zone. Return the tackle right there, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Hale. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And second down after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. He's past the marker, still on his feet. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws to the tight end. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game.
And he throws his third interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Touchdown, LSU. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Well, the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good.
That keeps the score. LSU.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 34. Set to advance on the play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a